is another opportunity and a privilege to come your way. I'm Resford from Purpose Fire. Here you get the passion, in fact, the fireful passion that set you ablaze and set your tails on fire to achieve your destiny. The secret is that our world is growing darker and darker and darker today. But in the midst of all this evil being on the ascendancy, immorality at a high speed, what must you do? I want to encourage you that in the midst of all this, you must make your mark. In the midst of the rot, in the midst of them that are spoiling, in the midst of the bad knot, you can still make your mark. Don't give up, don't quit, and don't look down on yourself for standing for the right things in our society today. You can't accept some of the challenges that you have to face in the quest of trying to do the right thing. But the secret is that you don't have a choice than to stand for the right thing and get ready to be attacked on every side. But I want to still sound this to your ears that in the midst of the rotten, you can still make your mark. In the midst of the rotten, you can make your mark. It means that in the midst of the darkness that is creeping gradually and more into our world, as a light, you can shine. There is no way evil can overcome the right. There is no way darkness can conquer light. Accept this challenge and get ready to stand for the right thing in your society, in your world, at your workplace, in your marriage, in your family, in every aspect of your life. Always get ready to stand for the right thing. Yes, the truth is that you'll be attacked for standing for the right thing. And that is where we get to know the reality of what you carry. What is actually on the inside? Are you going to let things go wayward? Are you going to allow things to go out of line just because you'll be attacked? Let me ask you a question. If you don't stand for the right thing in every aspect of your life, at your workplace, in your family, in your society, in the work you do, and wherever you find yourself, if everybody were to be like you, how and what will our society and our environment be? Put your answers in the comment below. If everybody were to be like you, who is not going to stand for the right thing, who is not going to speak for the right thing, who is not going to make a bold move to make sure the right thing is done, then how will our society and our world be? If that is so, put your answer below. It means that it is high time, and I encourage you, dear viewer, that it is the right time for you to stand up and wake up and get ready to face every wrong thing that is working and going on in our society. No matter the pressure that you are going to go through, no matter the trouble that you are going to go through, no matter even when it comes to life and death matter. Because by virtue of you standing for the right thing, it means that millions are going to be secured and saved. Millions are going to be shown the right way, see the light. And if that happens, it means that you have done your best. By virtue of you standing alone, you have saved millions of lives. And this is what you have to do. In the midst of the rot, make your mark. In the midst of the wrong, make sure the wrongs are righted so that your world will be a better place to live. It's going to be tough whenever you get ready to stand for the right thing in your society. You'll be attacked both spiritually and physically the day you agreed that you are going to stand out and not mingle with the crowd of evil and immorality. Everything that is going on wrong in our society today, the day you agreed to stand up for the right thing, the day you were attacked. The day your attacks began to increase. But let me encourage you that it is better to die a free man than to die a slave. You wouldn't like to die in your fears. You wouldn't like to die as a Pharaoh, But be bold and stand for the right things, because in doing that, you are ready to make your world a better place. But the secret is that, listen, you are not going to stand alone to fight for the right things to be done. Even if you are going to be alone in the situation, remember, the whole universe will back you, and God will be on the scene. God will be on the scene. God will be on the scene. Let me share with you a story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the good book. The good book says that it came to a time when Nebuchadnezzar made a decree that whosoever does not bow to the golden image will have him or herself burned in fire. And that was a very powerful punishment, a punishment that will make you burn into ashes. Everybody in that city bowed to the golden image. But there were these three people that made a difference. They stood for the right thing. They knew their God and stood for him. And dear viewer, you too have to stand for the right thing in wherever you find yourself. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your status. It doesn't matter where you find yourself. The right things must be done. As you stand for it, God is going to back you. The whole of the universe is going to support you, even if it matters and it deals with death. If it is going to take you to your grave, I believe it is better you do it, because millions shall be saved and secured by virtue of you standing for the right thing. God is counting on you. Your world is counting on you. You don't have to let them down. You don't have to let your world down. Millions are waiting for your appearance, and it doesn't matter what you go through. And listen to what happened when they stood for the difference, when they stood to stand out, when they made a choice that we are not going to bow to this golden image, but rather stand for God, because he is the creator of the universe, the creator of the human race, the one who is, who was, and who is to come. Oh, glory. When it was time for them to be put into the fire, when it was time for them to be killed in that fire, to burn into ashes, the good book says that by the time they realized and got closer to the fire, they were singing praises in the fire. When we bring it to our physical world today, anytime you stand for the right thing, you may be attacked both physically and spiritually. And it doesn't matter how your attack may be. If you can still stand for the right thing, the secret is that even if you die in the course of doing that, you have won. It is your victory, and not a victory for yourself, but a victory to show other generations unborn, that you stood for the right thing, and they can also do. You didn't die as a slave. You didn't die as a pharaoh. You didn't die as somebody who compromised, but you stood for the right thing to be done, and that is what must be done. And when they got closer to the fire, the good book says that they were singing praises and worshiping their maker. Because they stood for the right thing, because they stood for a difference, they really made the difference. And according to the good book, that is Daniel chapter 1 verse 8, Bible says that Daniel purposed in his heart never to soil himself. In our world today, the moment you make a choice not to mingle with evil, not to do the wrong things of society, but rather make sure you do the right thing, you become a mockery. People laugh at you for just standing for the right thing. But here is why, and that is why I am here to encourage you. Don't give up on that. Don't quit on that beautiful idea. Stand for the right thing. Shake off the dust. Never let what you are going through intimidate you. Never let it push you down. It doesn't matter the number of times that you be struck, you will get up again. It doesn't matter the number of the people that are attacking you left, right, center. You will surely make it. In the midst of the rot, you have to make your mark. In the midst of the darkness, you can shine for all to see. In the midst of the evil things going on, you can still make a difference. Let me share with you this last thing, then I end with you here. There is a secret, and I want to unveil it to you. Are you ready for that secret? And that secret is bringing God into your situation. In your attempt and your quest to make a difference in your world, let God be your motivation. Let God be your leader. Let God be in the situation. And with this, you are sure to succeed. I pray that the grace of God will be your portion, even as you accept that you let God to be in your situation. You stand out with God. You make a difference with God. And when that happens, you are sure that you will be successful. Don't be afraid. Face your fears. Don't be afraid. Approach the situation. And with God on your side, you are sure to make it. I pray that grace will find you in order to fight this battle. The battle of the mind, the battle in the physical, and the battle in the spirit. You will surely make it. Add prayer to the situation. Pray daily, each and every moment about the situation. The moment you agree that you are going to stand out in every situation, let prayer be part of the deal. Be on your altar of prayer. Pray in the night. Pray in the morning. Pray in the afternoon. Let God be on the scene, because when God sets his feet on the scene, the sea will flee. The mountains will crash and melt. No matter how hard it is, you will surely win. You will surely get to the top. You are blessed. You are strong. You can make it. God is on your side. The Spirit of God is on your side. Grace is upon you. And that means that you can surely make it. My prayer is with you. I said my prayer is with you. I pray with you and I share with you that with God, we will surely get far. If you've got value from this video, like the video, put your comments below this video, and share this video to all your friends. We can make it and we can do it. And always remember that you are blessed. I love you. See you in my next video.